What's up, you guys? Mighty Mike here, hanging out in my box truck. I just bought a moving company and expanding my junk removal business here in New Mexico for my son. Today I want to talk to you guys about income. And I've been thinking a lot about this because my son, I have an adult son who, he didn't want to serve papers. He's just an introvert. He rode with me in the car for so long, and he's not really interested in being a process server. And I want to talk to you guys a little bit about this concept because it might help you decide if you want to be a process server or not. How much do process servers actually make? What is the income potential for a process server? And what's the salary? Like, can you actually pay your bills on a process server's salary? Let's get into it.
You're listening to Process Server Daily.
So the first thing is, are you okay dealing with some bit of confrontation? You're not going to have a ton of it, right? If you have some social skills, communication ability, you're going to be okay, okay? For me, I found that it was best to actually communicate in a way that was very non-threatening. I would come up and I'd say, just Mike here, I have a delivery for so-and-so, and they'd come out and I would get them served, It wasn't a big deal. The thing is, even 1 in 1,000 who wants to beat you up, wants to cause problems for you, that is not, some people just can't deal with that. For me, it doesn't bother me. For me, I used to fight in high school, like for fun. I was in the 300-pound club lifting weights and whatnot, and I just had fun, Somebody wanted to fight, I'm like, yeah, let's go. Right? Not everybody's like that. And you don't have to be that way. You don't have to be like that. But my son didn't want to serve papers. So I bought him a dumpster truck. You can't really see it. It's over there. And then we just bought this box truck. So we're doing all this other stuff, But if you wanted to be a process server, it's my opinion that you can make the most amount of money the fastest with no equipment, no expensive equipment, right? Not too much education and training. It's literally fast. It's like right away. It's like I actually did a challenge where I teach you, I went live on YouTube showing you, look, this is how you do it. And I actually went live. I created a new script so that you would know exactly what to say, who to say it to, how to find these people. Like, I gave you everything you needed, and I did it in just 2 weeks. I thought it was going to take 90 days. We did it in just 2 weeks. We were able to get enough attorneys to send us work that we had about $12,000 in income in just 2 weeks. A brand new area, not my company out of California, in New Mexico. So had he wanted to do that, had he wanted to serve, he moved from Pennsylvania back here as an adult. He's 23 years old. I forgot to mention that. I have a bunch of other kids. He's one of my oldest. Eventually, the older ones may want to serve, or the younger ones may want to serve papers. I don't know. But for me, when I served full time, and this is before I started sending work out to everybody, I was getting paid $30,000 a month, every month. I got all the local contracts around me. If you can get contracts with child support agencies, state contracts with the state government agencies, code violation list, get the code violation list where they actually give you the notices to go serve on people. The list goes on and on and on. And I teach you that inside the community. I teach you the different lists that you can get on. Our mastermind meetings talk about this, where people ask questions, I answer them. Other people have great ideas as well for how to get business, medical records. There's so many things you could do. To give you some tangible things, can you pay your bills on $10,000 a month? Because that's where it begins. Process serving begins at $10,000 per month. If you're not making $10,000 per month, I just want to encourage you. There's only a couple pieces that you're missing from this. And if you go inside the community, you watch the courses that I give you absolutely free, you will get that missing piece and you will have an aha moment and you will say, oh, wow, I just wasn't sending out my mailers. Oh, I just wasn't making the calls. I didn't have the right script. I was trying to go in person to all of these law offices thinking they were going to hire me. No, you need to have, you can do that, but you need to have it as a part of an overall marketing and sales plan. Okay. And so I teach you that. So what's like a minimum? Like I've made another video, you can watch it. It's about affiliates, getting affiliates to hire you. Affiliates are other process serving companies that will hire you. They don't want to pay you as much. Okay. And if you've worked for them and you're watching this and you're like, yeah, I've worked for all these big companies. I send out work too, all over the country. But for me, I charge a premium. I charge anywhere from $150 to $250, and I serve the whole country, and I have marketing over the whole country, right? So when I hire you, I have no problem paying you $80 or $100, which is what most people should be getting paid at least. I'm not telling you what to charge. I'm just saying you what the industry average is. $80 is a pretty solid amount if it's local to you. I mean, keep in mind, you got to go there, 3 to 5 times. Sometimes affiliates want you to go 7 or 8 times. Can you do that for $80? Yeah, but it's not making much money, $10 per attempt. But here's the crazy part. A lot of these affiliates want to pay you $25 or less and ask you to go 7 times. And people do it. Isn't that crazy? People do it, right? I did it. There was a time I did it for over a year. I would serve for $25 a paper. But see, I got really good at serving it on the first attempt. Why go back 5 or 6 times on different days, taking you a week or 2 weeks to serve something when you can just double route it? I've made videos about this. Like go attempt it and go back and attempt it the same night later on at night. Like get serves done right away when you're in the area. Like a big part of this business is almost like a courier business, right? If you're going to deliver something across town and you can put it off until tomorrow and deliver them both across town, you don't have to go across town twice. Business is why when I said in the beginning, like we're talking about building a business. And so it's essential that you understand that and you actually start to think about it like a business, not just a part-time job. Because whatever you're doing full-time now, you'll probably want to quit after you see the kind of money you can make serving papers. Okay, there's no guarantee. You got to put in the work. But I'm telling you, process serving, just like a lot of these other businesses like private investigation, notary public, they're all great industries. But the thing with process serving is you can print out a document. Well, first of all, you can go get registered or certified today, tomorrow, sometime within a week, right? Probably. In Florida, it's a little different. Like you got to go get each district has its own requirements or whatever. And so, but anyway, you find out the local rules. You can go to my website, mightyprocessserver.com, click on state laws, and it'll teach you. The first section on every state law page it teaches you about what the requirements are. And then, how much you can make is really up to you because you own your own business. It's kind of like if you're going to mow lawns. Right? You have your own business. You're going to say, hey, like for example, some lawns you might only charge $30 for. You're not going to charge me $30 for 3 acres, right? You're going to you'll be out here all day mowing the grass. For $30, it's not worth it. So it's the same concept with serving for affiliates. Maybe at first while you're learning the business, but eventually you want to get your own business. You want to only work for affiliates that pay you a good amount like I do. Or you can go to our app, Mighty Process Server's app. We'll call it the dashboard. You can actually bid on the jobs board. You can bid on jobs and get your bid accepted. You get paid right through the platform, and you're able to get out there and start serving it right away. So we just developed that. I'm pretty excited about that. It's going to change the industry. It's going to help new servers get jobs right out of the gate and help you build a reputation because we have a review system inside of the dashboard. And it'll allow you to upload your insurance. I got other videos on types of insurance that you need to get. But just think about, is process serving for you? Like I told you, my son, I'll just tell you, his name's Kyle. My son Kyle, he doesn't want to serve papers. So I invested in this dumpster company and a truck and all this stuff. And he's able to hustle. And you know what's funny? Is it's actually some of the same exact principles marketing-wise. Building a website, getting your SEO good so you can rank, getting reviews. That local marketing thing doesn't change. Every business needs it. And there's a few elements you have to get right in order to rank and also to show up on maps. And for a while, we weren't showing up on maps for our dumpster company, and we weren't getting any calls. And then it clicked, like they approved it on Maps. And all of a sudden we were getting like 3 or 4 or 5 calls a day. And people were like, yeah, I'm right down the road from you. Like people's proximity of what they want to know that you're close by. So it's less inconvenience for you. Maybe it'll cost them less money, right? That's how our minds work. So if you're going to go out and you're going to do this job as a process server, don't focus on the money too much at first, because you don't deserve to. You haven't learned the job, and every state has different requirements, but the job itself actually takes some learning. I know I said it's quick to get into, but you still have to get in and know what you're doing. You have to know how to serve that type of document in that specific state a certain way. And if you don't know how to do it, the best way to learn is from people who already do it. And the only way those people are going to tell you exactly how to serve it is if they have some skin in the game, right? If I call you to serve something in California, like an eviction, I'm going to ask you, do you know the due diligence requirements? Because there's specific requirements for serving a summons and complaint. But for an eviction, it's very specific, and I'm going to get an order to post, and then we're going to go post, even if it was vacant. You're like, what do you mean, Mike? You said that you can't serve it if it's vacant. But evictions are different because you're serving the property. The homeowner wants the person who's in there, or anyone else who might decide to squat in there, you're out. And they want to make sure that it's for sure foolproof. So anyway, that's just an example of how you actually have to learn the job of being a process server. And I'm going to teach you about it here on the channel. Okay, I got nothing to sell you here, except join my free community, and inside the community, I'll teach you step by step how to actually crush it. Take the challenge, take the 10K challenge, right? Go see if you can make $10,000 a month and building a new process serving company, and then come back to this video and comment below and say, I did it, with a flex emoji. All right, guys, see you on the next video.
That's a wrap on another episode of Process Server Daily, where the legal support industry levels up. Want to grow your process serving business with the best marketing tools, the most engaged community, and the highest ranking directory online? Visit mightyprocessserver.com. Claim your listing. Join our free community. Surround yourself with process servers who get it and build something real. From the field to the courtroom, this is Process Server Daily. Until next time, stay safe out there and live mighty.